And how does somebody know if they're getting good quality psychodynamic therapy?
They should feel respected by their therapist. They should feel some progress toward their mutually agreed upon goals. They should have found themselves with an increased sense of trust in the process because the process is helping them. If none of those things are true, you have to bring it up with your therapist. This doesn't feel like it's working. Another important thing is if you do reach a kind of a quandary with your therapist where you both agree this doesn't seem to be working, it's important that you have a therapist who can admit a mistake if one of the reasons it's not working is that the therapist said something that made it hard for you to trust the therapist, for example. So you ought to feel safe with your therapist. If you don't feel safe with anybody, you ought to feel at least safer with your therapist than with other people. You ought to see some progress. You ought to be able to talk about this with a person who's not defensive about trying to figure out with you what's not working and make an adaptation based on that.